Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the video. Today's vehicle is a monster on the road, and that is a 2019 Ford F-350 Super Duty Limited. This thing is an absolute beauty of a truck and fully decked out, but right now it needs some love. This truck is absolutely covered in dirt and mud, so the wheels, the wheel wells, and the underside of the truck are going to need to be sprayed off and cleaned really, really well. And looking at the front end, it looks like we've also got a few bugs to deal with as well. Moving to the interior, and honestly it's looking pretty good overall, but the floor mats are a bit dirty, and then there's a nice layer of dust building up around the truck, so we'll get that taken care of too. And this truck also has some really nice leather in it, so we're going to get that cleaned and conditioned and keep that looking and feeling brand new. And now, just before we jump into the video guys, take a quick second, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and turn the bell on so you get notified when my new videos go live every week. And yeah, it's going to take some time to get this Super Duty fully detailed. This truck is enormous, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so I think you can tell that the pressure washer is going to get a pretty good workout today with all the dirt and mud that's on this truck, since I'll have to be extremely thorough with it to make sure I get it all sprayed off. And just to give you guys some info on this truck, like I already said, it's a 2019 Ford F-350 Super Duty Limited. And the way this one was built, it would have cost around $100,000 Canadian, and it's packing a massive 6.7 liter V8 diesel that puts out 450 horsepower and 925 pound-feet of torque. This truck has some serious muscle under the hood, and it's fully loaded inside, so it's going to be an absolute pleasure getting to detail such a nice vehicle today. Moving to the bugs on the front end, and I'm just trying to get as much as I can off with the pressure washer, and then a little later before the foam bath, I'll use some bug remover to help with what's left over. Now, as I see how much water I can spray on the camera here, I figure it's a good time to remind you that if you guys want to see sneak peeks of upcoming videos or behind the scenes stuff, you should give me a follow over on Instagram. I'm trying to post as much as I can over there, so if you want to stay updated with what's going on, that's definitely the best place to do it. Moving on to where a lot of the mud is, and that's in the wheel wells, and thankfully Ford doesn't use carpeted liners in the back here, so it's really just a matter of getting the pressure washer in there and spraying off every surface that I can possibly reach. Now as I spray out the box here, it has me wondering, if money was no object, What kind of vehicle would you want to own? For myself, it would probably be a Ford Raptor because those things are just absolutely sick and I love them. But I want to know what you guys would want, so go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Okay, so now that the truck is rinsed off, it's time to get the wheels and tires cleaned. So after spraying on the wheel and tire cleaner, I'm using a few different wheel brushes and a detail brush to really make sure the barrels, wheel faces, and the lug nuts are all nice and clean. So like I mentioned earlier, now I'm spraying on some bug remover, which is going to help dissolve the bug guts that are still stuck to the paint and make it nice and easy to remove those with the wash mitt. I've got a link for this in the description, along with links for nearly every other product and tool I use, so feel free to check those out if you're at all interested. So I let the bug remover sit for a few minutes to do its thing, and then start covering the truck in foam, although it takes a little bit longer than usual since this thing is so big. But once it's all foamed up, I'll hit the front end with a detail brush to help get some of the bug guts out from the crevices, and then I'll also get behind the gas door and the emblems, especially since there was so much dirt on the truck, so I know all those crevices are going to be dirty. Alright, so moving to the wash stage, and after taking a minute to figure out how to get the power running boards to actually stay deployed, I start with the roof and work my way down from there. And I don't know if any of you have ever detailed a big truck like this, but it can definitely be a challenge to reach certain places like the roof, the hood, and windshield. So thankfully I can put my long arms to good use here. So if you guys have ever wondered how to get your hands on a super cool Detail Geek shirt like I'm wearing, you can check out the links right below this video or in the description, and I do have a 10% off sale running right now until the end of the day today, so that is September 27th, 2019. So if you want to snag a shirt or a bunny hug, feel free to check out the description for the promo code. Now as I get to the front here, the bug remover has already done most of the work for me. So it really doesn't take a whole lot of effort to get the rest of the bug guts off the truck. And once I do, I'll go ahead and rinse the truck off before pulling it in the garage to dry it. So I'll let the truck drip dry for a few minutes while I take care of these WeatherTech mats using some all-purpose cleaner and a soft brush. Now as I start to dry the truck, I know from experience that these big trucks have a ton of places for water to hide. Make me nice and mad later on after it's dripped all over the paint, so I'm using compressed air to blow all the water out from the crevices. And it's definitely something I recommend doing if you guys have access to a compressor or a leaf blower or something like that. So I know you guys are wondering, where the heck is Mike? And trust me, I was just as disappointed that he didn't want to come out and help me. But he did say that if you guys get this video to 10,000 likes, he guaranteed he would help me out in the next one. Alright guys, time to move to the inside of this truck and see if we can find any odd or weird items in here. As I'm going through the massive center console, it's almost full to the top with stuff, so it's going to take a few trips to get everything out of here. Okay, so besides there being about 6 different sizes of flashlights in here, I found this toque in a box, and if you don't know what a toque is, the box says, It's a comfy knitted hat, often topped with a pom-pom, which looks quite silly, designed to keep your head warm in the Canadian climate. So of course I had to open it, and it looks to just be something that, came free with a bottle of Wiser's whiskey, but it didn't even have the pom-pom on it, so kind of a letdown. Alright, so like you saw in the opening shots, there's a fair bit of dust that's accumulated throughout the interior, so I'm using a nice soft detail brush to gently pull that out of all the crevices and straight into the vacuum. Plus these brushes are really great for the door cubbies where the vacuum can't quite reach, and also for the vents as they can get in between the slats to dislodge the dust. The link is in the description if you guys want to check those out. Moving to the carpets, and you guys can see that with how new this truck is, it really hasn't had a chance to get very dirty. So it's definitely thankful for that because there's a ton of carpet in here. So for the pedals here, I'm just spraying on some all-purpose cleaner diluted 4:1, using a detail brush to agitate and then wiping it clean with a microfiber towel. Now that everything is nice and clean, it's time to UV protect all of the trim to ensure that we keep the interior of this beautiful truck looking as good as possible. And most importantly, keep it protected from the sun's damaging UV rays. Now you guys probably know that I pretty well apply this to all the plastic trim in a vehicle, even inside of the glove compartment, center console, down in the cup holders, because I want the customer to see that every inch of the truck was cleaned and detailed, and that I don't cut any corners or leave any surface untouched. Next up is to clean and condition the leather seats. And I have to say that there's such a big difference between different vehicles and different manufacturers in terms of the quality of their leather. In most vehicles, the leather is pretty hard and clearly a very cheap cut of the hide if it even is real leather to begin with. But with this F-350, you can even tell just by looking at it that it's a premium cut and really high quality. So it's important that we keep it nice and clean and then apply some conditioner to ensure it stays feeling soft and supple. Now because there's some leather panels on the doors and the dash, I'm also applying some conditioner to those as well. Next up is to get some sealant applied to this truck, which is going to add some gloss, but most importantly, it will offer some protection to the paint as winter is going to be here a lot sooner than we all want. And again, I'm thankful for having long arms so I can actually reach the entire hood, but not so happy with how massive this truck is because there's a ton of surface area. Although using my DA polisher, it makes quick work of that. But I am curious, are there any of you out there that apply wax by hand or even polish by hand? Let me know down in the comments if you do. And of course, if you do, I highly recommend you look into picking up a dual action polisher like this one. I've got a link to it in the description, so feel free to check that out. Now here I'm applying 303 to the black exterior trim to really give it that extra pop and just put the finishing touches on this truck. Last up is to apply CarPro Pearl diluted 2:1 to give the tires a nice deep matte black look when they dry. Alright guys, and 8 hours later we are done with this truck. This F-350 is looking better than brand new. And I'm curious though, what do you guys think of this color? I don't mind it myself, but I'm curious to know if you guys like it, don't like it. Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.